Please be seated. Prynhawn da, croeso I Cardiff ar Naiar Dewi Sant. Good afternoon and welcome to Cardiff and to St. David's Hall. As President of the University, it's my great pleasure to welcome everyone here to this graduation ceremony, or congregation, as it's more properly known. And I extend particularly warm greetings to parents, to partners and others whose love and support for those graduating today will have played a major contribution to their success. Of course, I also offer my personal congratulations to the people who are graduating. I rejoice in your achievement, not quite as much as you do, but nevertheless very substantially. And you can be confident that the qualification that you've earned in Cardiff University will be held in high regard, not only in the United Kingdom, but right across the world. That reputation has been won over many years, and it's been strongly endorsed by a number of authorities, including, of course, the United Kingdom Education Quality Assurance Agency, which is the body that monitors and establishes university teaching standards. To maintain those attributes, the university continues its commitment to advances in learning provision with £50 million worth of fresh investment just in this year alone. And that's spread across high technology, student accommodation, and other innovative facilities. Such developments also reinforce Cardiff's standing as one of Britain's leading research-led universities. We are now officially ranked 6th out of 107 institutions in the UK for the quality of research. And with the further strength that's come from the historic merger between Cardiff University and the University of Wales College of Medicine in 2004, we have seen huge rises in awards to the university in recent years. This year, we reached £80 million worth in income from that source alone. And it's performance like that which has made the internationally renowned The Scientist magazine award us second place in the whole of the United Kingdom and 12th place in the whole world as a best place to undertake postdoctoral work. All of those factors obviously have a very beneficial effect on applications to this university as a place of learning. This year, we had 20,000 full-time and 7,000 part-time graduates, postgraduates and undergraduate students, and there are no less than 8 applicants for every single place available to study in Cardiff University. The overwhelming majority of those applicants have made this university their first choice. We continue to experience an increase in applications from qualified overseas students at a time when the majority, the great majority, unfortunately, of United Kingdom universities are suffering a fall in such applications. And I hope that no one here will accept the pessimistic propaganda that there's a rise in applications due to the fact that today's young people at home and abroad are looking for soft options. There are no soft options. And in any case, the applications that rise for Cardiff University are in mathematics and science and engineering and the medical disciplines, as well as across the wider spectrum of the university curriculum. All of that and much more gives us great confidence and great satisfaction, and perhaps I should enter an apology for my manifest boasting, but frankly, any apology from me on this issue would be somewhat half-hearted. If the president of this university can't express pride, blow the trumpet, on such a day of such manifest and objective reason for celebration, I don't know when pride can be expressed. And if I didn't do it at least once a year in degree congregations, I'd probably burst, and that would make a terrible mess on St. David's Hall, and that would be unforgivable. In any case, I haven't even mentioned the other great achievements, and they include, for instance, the fact that there are several designated centres of international excellence among the departments of the university. I haven't mentioned the forthcoming Cardiff International Academy of the Voice, which will gain us further global renown, and I'm glad to say has to do with singing and not with talking. I haven't mentioned the academic, sporting and cultural achievements of our students, including again this year the Guardian National Award for the best student newspaper, which came on another occasion to a Gaerdydd. And then, of course, vitally, I haven't mentioned the prizes, the awards, the other distinctions won by our academic staff, whose commitment and abilities have meant that our students get the best. And it's, of course, those qualities that have made preeminent contributions to the success that we celebrate today and to the standing of this university. In all these and in many other attainments, there is justification in acclamation. They all give manifold proof of prowess, proof of advancing standards, of opportunity, of excellence, of innovation. And above all, they show that Cardiff's commitment to the nourishment of the potential of those who come here from all parts and cultures of the United Kingdom and of the world is being fulfilled. The people who come here to learn and to use their talents to fulfill themselves and to serve the interests of wider humanity. It's that, of course, which we take the greatest satisfaction from, and it's what we're here today to recognize and to celebrate. So on that subject, I draw your attention to the fact that the words and procedures relating to the various stages of today's ceremony are printed in your program under the relevant heading. As you'll see, the congregation will begin with the reading of the graduation proclamation in English and in Welsh by Ellery James. Following that, the University Director, Dr. Chris Turner, will read the authorization for the admission of graduates to degrees, and we'll then proceed to admit you to your degree. Graduates will be presented by their head of school, pro-vice-chancellor or professor, and will be admitted to their degrees by the vice-chancellor, Dr. David Grant. After that, Dr. Turner will ask all graduates to stand, and you will be greeted by myself and by the acting Warden of the Guild of Graduates of the University of Wales, Mr. Kenneth Richards. In the final part of today's congregation, the orator of our university, Professor David Skilton, will introduce Professor Gabor Shamarai for the award of Honorary Fellowship of Cardiff University in recognition of his commitment to liberty and his distinguished services to physical chemistry, to surface science and nanoscience. During the proceedings, I'd be obliged if you'd applaud only after the Vice-Chancellor has admitted each group of graduates to their degrees, not as each individual crosses the stage. Now, I know that such restraint can be very difficult on these occasions, but time constraints and consideration for the health of everybody's hands means that such restraint is necessary. And before I conclude, I intone the modern litany. Please ensure that all your mobile phones are switched off. Babies crying and the occasional ecstatic explosion from delighted parents are perfectly natural accompaniments to a ceremony of this kind, but telephone tones really aren't. Thank you for your attention. I hope you thoroughly enjoy the ceremony.
Gorau awen gwirionedd. Bydded hysbys i aelodau'r Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol, y cynhelir heddiw y 12fed dydd o fis Gorffennaf 2006 yma yn Ninas Caerdydd, gynulliad awdurdodedig Prifysgol Cymru, i dderbyn i'w priodol raddau, bersonau da ei gair, sydd, trwy yfrydiaeth yn y Brifysgol, a thrwy ddysg, medr a dyfalbarhad, wedi teilyngu'r cyfryw raddau yn unol ag ordiniadau'r Brifysgol, gyda phob gweddi a dymuniad ar iddynt fwynhau iechyd a hir hoedl i wasanaethu ei hoes a'i cenedl dan fendith y nef. Yna, dy oleuni a gyfyd mewn tywyllwch, at tywyllwch a fydd fel hanner dydd, a rhai a fyddant ohono ti a adeiladant yr hen ddiffeithleoedd. Gorau awen gwirionedd. The best inspiration is truth. Be it known to members of the University and to all here present that an authorised congregation of the University of Wales is being held here in the city of Cardiff on the 12th of July 2006 to admit to their appropriate degrees worthy persons who have, through study at the university and through learning, ability and perseverance, been deemed worthy of such degrees in accordance with the ordinances of the university, in the hope that they may be given health and long life to serve their generation and their country under the blessing of heaven. Then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday, and they that shall be of thee shall build the old waste places.
Bydded hysbys i aelod ar Brifysgol ac i bawb sydd yn bresennol fod y Brifysgol wedi rhoddi'r awdurdod i Dr David Grant i dderbyn i'w graddau, fyfyrwyr Prifysgol Caerdydd a enillodd raddau yn unol a rheolau'r Prifysgol. Gwelir enwau'r rhai gellu ei derbyn i'w graddau yn y cynulliad hwn yn y rhestrau printiedig sydd wedi ei dosbarthu. Let it be known to members of the University and all who are present that the University has granted authority to Dr David Grant to admit to their degrees students of Cardiff University who have qualified for degrees according to the regulations of the University. The names of those who may be admitted to their degrees in this congregation are to be seen on the printed lists that have been distributed. Anrhydeddus is ganghellol, cyflwynir gan yr athro Graham Hutchings, ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni a enillodd radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth.
I, Professor Graham Hutchings, present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Philip David Ashcroft. Dean Robert Barker. Sean Carter. Marek Alexander Kitlieski. Jamela Brindley Clark. Alec Larry Cox. Jade Hardman, Joseph Thomas Hill Cousins, Andrew Michael Leatt, Zifan Lin, Charles Oughton, Luke Proctor, Jessica Rouse, Philip Ruck, David Martin Senewald, Jonathan Walker, Sarah Elizabeth White, David John Whiting, Jennifer Dunn, Catherine Harper, Claire Louise Granger, Anne Elizabeth Heapy, Kevin Mark Jones, Stephen Rees Jones, and Warren Yapston.
Taunda, good afternoon. At this point in the ceremony, and at other equivalent times, I will speak in Welsh to admit groups of graduands. Each degree has a formula of admission which, when translated, means, by the authority conferred upon me by the university, I admit you to the degree, which I will name, and to all the privileges of that degree. Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd aglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r rachon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus is-ganghellol, cyflwynir gan yr athro Graham Hutchings, disgyblion o'n prifysgol ni a enillodd radd athro mewn cemeg.
I, Professor Graham Hutchings, present for the degree of Master of Chemistry, Michael Andrews. Alexander James Bishop, Charlotte Bracey, Rebecca Claire Bracey, Victoria Jane Chislett, Nicholas Craig, Samantha Louise Cullen, Erin D'Souza, Matthew James Evans, Jason Christopher Green, Stephen Daniel Hoppins, Oliver John, Beverly Jones. Alex Theodosio. Adrian Thomas. Alexander Tompkins.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn cemeg ac I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus is-Ganghellor, cyflwynir gan yr athro Stephen Denia, ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni a enillo'r radd athro mewn fferylliaeth.
I, Professor Stephen Denia, present for the degree of Master of Pharmacy. Surah Al-Zahid. Natasha Louise Bailey. Sarah Louise Benny. Gareth Bevan. Eve Elizabeth Blackmore. Jenna Louise Bowen. Amy Therese Brooks. Claire Brooks. Christopher James Campbell. Imogen Mary Carr. Mun Yen Alicia Cheong. Luan Se Man Chui. Julie Ann Clark. Rachel Neris Clemo. Carrie Cocker. James Arthur Cole. Louise Marie Cole. Robin John Conibert. Emma Louise Cooper. And Kerry Compton.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn fferylliaeth ac I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Ryan Mayer Daniel. Nathan Gaius John Davies. Panasha Girish Desai. Blethyn Wyn Edwards. Michael James Edwards. Elizabeth Louise Eggleston. Gary Evans. Thomas Wynne Evans. Caris Wynne Fifield. Elizabeth Ann Gay. Claire Louise George. Jane Green. Ellen Gwynn. Christine Hall. Noor Izanyi Hanafi. Laura Hanna. Melanie Hassim. Sarah Elizabeth Hatton. Victoria Hibbert. And Nicola Clare Hodge.
Trwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn PHRMY ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Kay Holmes. Yan Ling Huang. Laura Helen Hughes. Jonathan Richard James. Angarad Jenkins. Deborah Marion Jones. Sarah Jones. Manwinder Jutla. Suk Se Lai. Min Yi Lee. Martin Lewis. Eliri Wyn Lauer. Andrew Lumby. Lorna McInerney. Thomas William Edward Miles. Gethin Ifan Morgan. Timothy Paul Morgan. Stephen James Mounsey. Judith Monday. Ching Man Nug.
Prwy awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn ffrwythiaeth ac I holl ffreniau rachon. Congratulations.
Emma Nurse. Ruth Elizabeth Orchard. Carwyn Rhys Owen. Jatinder Singh Palmer. Laura Claire Pullman. Richard Keith Pudney. Michael Raphael. Hannah Tasneem Rashid. Alor Rhys Roberts. Alison Rosemary Robertson. Kirsty Jane Victoria Ross. Heather Alison Jane Samuel. Mitesh Kantilal Shah. Robert Anthony Scornia. Benjamin Staley. Charlotte Elizabeth Stranks. And Catherine Meyer Thomas.
Prwy awdurdod y Brifysgol ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn ffrwythiaeth ac I holl ffreniau rachon. Congratulations. Well done.
Sarah Elizabeth Trave. Esther E. Tian Siu. Rebecca Joanne Vaughan. Alison Mavanwi Wakefield. John Jeffrey Warburton. Nicola Ann Weeks. Sarah Jane Wickenden. Alison Christine Williams. Ellery Hopkin Williams. Mary Williams. Mallory Meyer Williams. Owain Sean Williams. Ivana Kai Shuyuan Wong. Adam Stephen Young.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn fferyllfiaeth ac I holl ffreniau rathon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus is-ganghellor, cyflwynir gan Dr Bernard Richardson, ddisgyblion o'n Prifysgol ni a enillodd radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth.
I, Dr Bernard Richardson, present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Richard Henry Farrell. Amy Louise Greenwood. Catherine Mary Jones. Richard Mark Lewis. Christina Rothen. Stuart Waring. Samantha Ann Borley. Christopher Matthew Keynes. Benjamin Thomas Cannell. Andrew Bruce Cornick. Hannah Dale. James Robert Dale. Paul James Davis. Richard James Everson. And James William Ferguson.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau rathon. Congratulations.
Robert Hawking. Jason John James. Ross Alexander Kinsey. Thomas Owen Langley. Samantha Louise May. Thomas Chad Mees. Ryan John Millwood. Kieran Monk. Andrew Campbell Oram. Roland Allard Stephens. Francis Strawbridge. Jonathan Peter Hassel. Matthew Juniper. And Samuel Eagles McGauley.
Trwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffrania rahon. Congratulations.
David Roderick Punter. Sarah Ann Stickler. Amanda Worry. Richard Whedon. Mary Veronica Florence Bryan. Michael Carr. Catherine Davis. Mark James Kinchin. Sean Madden. Benjamin James Rigby. And Stephen Duffin.
Trwy awdurdod y brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbyniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl ffrania rahon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus is Ganghellor, cyflwynyr gan Dr Bernard Richardson, ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni a enillodd braf athro mewn ffyseg.
I, Dr Bernard Richardson, present for the degree of Master in Physics, Dominic Gordon George Berry. David Gareth John Porter. Hayley Ann Skinner. Vanessa Eva Stroud. Abigail Helen Turner. Christopher John Varden. Mubarak Mahaya Al-Kitbi. Wilhelm Matthias van der Kolff. David Ian Cunard. Thomas Michael Davis. Lee William Glenn Morgan. Richard John Parsons. Richard Michael Power. Susanna Preslak. Callum James Smith. Gareth Wedley. Ibrahim James Hurani. Jonathan Frank James Parry. Samantha James Penny. Judith Elizabeth Simpson. Rhys Taylor. And Colin James Walker.
Rhwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd athro mewn PHYSX ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations. Well done.
Anrhydeddus is-gynhesol, cyflwynaf I ti disgyblion o'r brifysgol ni, a nethodd radd baglor yn y celfyddydau. I, Professor Dylan Jones, present for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Charlotte Edge. Eleanor Rachel O'Durney. Ruth Sellers.
Rhwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor yn y celfyddydau ac I holl ffreniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus is-gynhesol, cyflwynaf I ti ddisgyblion o'r prifysgol ni a nethodd radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth. I, Professor Dylan Jones, present for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Elaine Barsker. Alistair Ross Bullock. Damien Cruz. Louise Ellen Davis. Rachel Louise Elwood. Victoria Louise Esplin. Renee Dolph Gray. Emma Rachel Jones. Paula Jordan. Catherine Elizabeth Lee. Suraba Mahandiran. Jessica Faye Mantle. Becky Simone Mars. Sarah Amira May. Abigail Caroline Pierce. Helen Peckett. Faye Louisa Phillips Jones. Rosamond Kate Powling. Rosemary Ann Poyner. Elizabeth Jane Randall. Colleen Elizabeth Reddin. Hayley Louise Rees. Matty Slowly. Hannah Rachel Tucker.
Rhwy awdurdod y Brifysgol, ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffraniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Nicholas James Varney, Sarah Watkins, Gemma Claire White, Gemma Margaret Wood, Simone Louise Yearsley, Alexandra Sarah Amor, Rosamond Amos, Georgina Louise Anstey, Eugenia Baibarazrova, Lauren Louise Barclay, Philippa Barron, Rachel Gillian Barron, Lynn Kerris Barry, Francine Baer, Michaela Bennett, Verity Rachel Sophie Berman, Helena Ann Borge, David Rhys Bowen, Catherine Louise Bowen, Emma Catherine Bridger, Fiona Claire Briggs, Vincent Arthur Brown, Rebecca Ann Byrne, Ercilia Cacace, Christopher James Cahill.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Peter Anthony Carson, Ching Lee Melanie Chan, Helen Chapman, Hannah Clarkson, Jennifer Ann Cope, Laura Kate Cousins, Gemma Crane, Matthew Curry, Angharad Harv Davis, Leanne Davis, Charlotte Dawson, Hannah Dickinson, Claire Donovan, Rebecca Francis Downey, Emma Louise Dejinski, Alexandra Claire Elliott, James Ellis, James Nicholas Emptage, Sarah Evans, Louise Catherine Farmer, Claire Forrest, Charlotte Francis, Antonia Marie French, Abigail Glasspool, Helen Louise Glossop, Olivia Ann Green.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl ffreniau rachon. Congratulations.
Kerry Jean Griffiths, Siwan Griffith, Elizabeth Jane Halford, Linda Noorhelina Puteri Hassan, Julie Ann Haywood, Paul Jonathan Hill, Kate Rhiannon Hodge, Lauren Eve Hodgson, Carl Jeffrey Hodgetts, Janine Louise Honey Jones, Annika Howells, Rodri Pritchard Hughes, Andrew Thomas Isles, Joseph Andrew Isbister, Sarah Louise Jenner, Bethan Jones, Rebecca Ellen Jones, Abigail Louise Carabin, Caroline Louise Keenan, Gerard Martin Kennedy, Gemma Lewis, Miriam Elizabeth Lloyd, Elizabeth Lunn, Laura Lynch, Kerry Elizabeth Lyons.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl ffreniau rachon. Congratulations, well done.
Jonathan Gunter, Samuel Hayden Macmillan, Claire Mills, Sapna Mirapuri, Sidra Mohammed, Laura Morgan, Joanna Newbury, Hugh James Parr-Berman, Sunita Haji Patel, Kelly Paul, Rachel Helen Podmore, Mareike Paul, Natasha Ponta, Charlotte Amy Jane Powell, Melanie Preedy, Olivia Rigg, Karina Ritson, Tracy Angeline Robinson, Jenna Rowe, Lauren Gwendolyn Rogers, Lucy Mary Rose, Emma Sheafley, Elizabeth Mary Smales, Laura Elizabeth Spittle, Kevin Vincent Thorne.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniaf chwi I radd baglor mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl ffreniau rachon. Congratulations.
Richard James Thorpe, Fiona Claire Tidy, Joanne Louise Timmons, Rosina Stilanova Trifonova, Louise Turner, Paul Tiskerud, Andrew James Verney, Jennifer Jane Ware, Gemma Charlotte Whiteley, Sarah Whitson, Adela Whitworth, Natalie Jane Wilkinson, Charlotte Emily Williams, Laurie Angharad Williams, Rachel Elizabeth Williams, Jonathan Jeremy Wooldridge, Lindsay Leanne Worrell, Robert Alfred Yates, Chris Yu, Yi Ying Yik, Hannah Yu.
Pwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd daglor mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl freniau rahon. Congratulations.
Anwydethus Isgenhellor, cyflwynodd I ti, ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni a ennill lothrath athro mewn wyddoniaeth. I, Professor Ken Woodhouse, present for the degree of Master of Science, Kerry Edwards, Carol Jenkins, Bernadette Teresa Begley, Fiona Burton, Katrine Mallory Ellis, Stephen Davis, Bethan Hamby, Victoria Margaret Morris, Victoria Jane Parker, Emma Ramsey, Kerry Rees,
Pwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniau ac I holl freniau rahon. Congratulations.
Naomi Summers, Julie Walsh-Banwaite, Janet Rasheen Wilkie, Orla Maria Ahern, Emma May Ruth Bowditch, Jacqueline Cole. Geraldine Cowper. Joanna Davis. Joanne Fleming. Amanda Jane Rosalie Gill. Emily Gribbin.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Sarah Jane Harris. Ike Adeline Heng. Knut Erik Hesler. Eleanor Ann Jones. Rebecca Kearney. Nicola Ann Mintoff. Barnaby Smith. Betsy Sophie Rose Travis. Katie Heaney. Paul Hutchings.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniau chwi I radd athro mewn gwyddoniaeth ac I holl franiau radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrhydeddus Isganghellor, cyflwyno fi ti, disgyblion yn prifysgol ni a ennill lothrath doethor mewn psycholeg glinigol. I, Professor Ken Woodhouse, present for the degree of Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Sonia Burrows. Bethan Marie Canane. Danielle Lisa Dummett. Merlin Falk. Rebecca Dulcie Goody. Laura Grundy. Kim Ann Moore. Catherine Elizabeth Palmer. Marie Elizabeth Payton. Emma Catherine Webb.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doethir mewn seicoleg clinigol ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrhydethus is-genghellor, cyflwynodd I ti, ddisgyblion o'n prifysgol ni, a nidlodd radd doethir mewn athroniaeth. I, Professor Ken Woodhouse, present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Salah A.M. Al-Sayari. Flyer Farhan N. Al-Anazi. Alessandro Baliani. Anthony Stephen Brown. Natalie Ruth Bunn. Nicholas Carpenter. Anne Victoria Davies. Francesca Greco. Hajid M.H. Hashan.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doethir mewn athroniau ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Melina Chisamai. Patrick Lawrence Jenkins. Christopher David Jones. Rhiann Elizabeth Jones. Mark Jones. Peter Michael Jones. Thomas Keane. Samantha Lane. Philip Leslie Morgan. Paul Nevitt.
Rwy awdurdod y Brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doethir mewn athroniau ac I holl ffreniau'r radd hon. Congratulations.
Modupi Ozinami. Helen Jane Pask. Sarah Elizabeth Rhodes. John Filippo Ruda. Dara Ryan. David John Sanderson. Andrew Smith. Thomas Tatchell. Richard James Tucker. Sean Williams.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad chwi I radd doeth mewn athroniaeth ac I holl freniau radd hon. Congratulations.
Anrydethus Isgang Hechlor. Cymeradw iafi ti, yr hai a nordoedd yn y raglen I thurbin yn ei habsynoldeb a grathau berthnasol. I, Professor Ken Woodhouse, present all those who are to receive their degrees in absentia.
Rwy awdurdod a brifysgol a ymddiriedwyd I mi derbaniad a rhai a nodwyd yn ei habsynoldeb yw graddau perthnasol ac I holl ffreniau'r graddau hynny.
Can I now invite all of you who have been admitted to your degrees this afternoon to stand so that you can receive the greetings of the President of the University and of the Warden of the Guild of Graduates. Please stand.
Boed eich gofal yn wastad dros lwydd ac yn rhedydd ein prifysgol ac erlles ein byd. May your care ever be for the success and the good name of our university and the well-being of our world.
Croeso i'r graddedigion Prifysgol Cymru. Welcome to the Guild of Graduates of the University of Wales.
Now, before you sit down, I'm sure that all you very proud graduates would like to join in a tradition at Cardiff at these ceremonies, and that is to pay a special tribute to your families and friends, and indeed to the academic staff who have supported you in so many ways over many years. Now is your opportunity to turn around to greet your family and friends and to say a very special and a very public thank you by giving them all a big round of applause. That's definitely a 9 out of 10 for that one, I think. Please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, emigration from Hungary at the time of the Revolution of 1956 enriched the academies of the West immeasurably. Among the beneficiaries was the University of California, Berkeley, and among the 50 or more graduate students it welcomed was the young Shomurai Gabor, now a senior scientist of the Material Science Division and group leader of the Surface Science and Catalysis Program at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. Professor Gabor Shomurai is universally esteemed one of the world's greatest physical chemists and a world leader in surface science and nanoscience. He was a fourth-year clinical engineering student at the Technical University in Budapest when the Hungarian Revolution began, and he left Hungary and emigrated to the United States, enrolling in graduate school at Berkeley in 1957. He received his PhD in chemistry in 1960 and joined the research staff of IBM in Yorktown Heights, New York, where he worked until he returned to Berkeley as an assistant professor in 1964. Professor Shomurai has spent almost 40 years studying the chemistry of surfaces. His approach was to work with simple surfaces, those of a single uniform metal crystal, and discover how chemical reactions occur on them. Recently, his work has advanced into the field of nanoscience, and he has pioneered the application of electron beam lithography to the fabrication of ordered arrays of nanoparticles. Some of his current research projects include studies of friction. As devices shrink down to nanoscale, friction and associated heating become significant problems, and despite centuries of scientific study, the basics are still poorly understood. Professor Shomurai won the Wolf Prize in Chemistry in 1998 for his contribution to the field of surface science and was awarded a National Medal of Science in 2002. He is a member of the United States Academy of Sciences. He has close connections with our School of Chemistry in Cardiff, visiting several times as a guest speaker on welcome occasions. His shaping influence on his discipline can be seen in the success of his PhD students. It's no exaggeration to say that he's educated a generation of scientific leaders. Out of his 110 PhD students and 150 postdoctoral fellows that he's tutored, 60 now hold faculty positions. Professor Shomurai has written over 850 papers in the fields of surface chemistry and heterogeneous catalysis, and his success has been internationally recognized in the award of numerous honorary doctorates. Today, sir, we add our tribute to his eminence in his discipline by conferring an honorary fellowship. An rhydeidus is ganghellor cyflwyna fi ti ar athro Gabor Shomurai fel cymrawd anrydydd Brifysgol Caerdydd.
It now falls to me to bring these proceedings to a close. Obviously, this occasion is one of the most pleasurable in the university calendar. Indeed, one of the most pleasurable in life itself, both for those receiving degrees and those who have given them love and attention throughout their lives to bring them to this point. And it's a joy to see graduates coming across this stage and to observe the pride and indeed the relief that they demonstrate when they get down there. The pride has an evident root. The relief, I think, has two. One is the closure of a critical chapter in their lives and the embarkation on new destinations. The relief has also got to do with the fact that their first encounter with the red carpet in their whole lives has been completed satisfactorily without anyone losing a mortarboard. Because for everybody who's experienced it, they know that the greatest challenge on degree day is not to remember the years past, the accomplishments, the striving, the sweat, the candle burnt at both ends. It's keeping these peculiar hats on your head, not disgracing yourselves. Well, everybody achieved that today, I must say, and it was an occasion of great pleasure and great elegance. To the people graduating today, I say I hope that you feel that you've been very happy in your time in Cardiff. I hope that you feel confidence that your studies and qualifications will have been a valuable contribution to your lives. And above all, I hope that you have a strong determination, each one of you, to use your manifest talents to the maximum of your ability, both to fulfill yourselves and to make the best possible contribution to the wider well-being of humanity. For you, for us, of course, you will always be Cardiff people, and I hope that you will carry that title with pride, carry that distinction with enjoyment. I wish each of you good fortune, good health, and every success in the future. Hope Hoyle, Forblok, Ibobin.